Welcome back, Melissa here. I'm down at the wood pile and I am gonna time myself throwing this wood into the new dump trailer. All right, so this is 1 full cord of wood. It's some cherry, oak, and a little bit of maple. It's all cut at 16 inches. It's 4 feet high and 24 feet long. So that right there is 128 cubic feet, which is 1 cord of wood. Okay, so the real question is, how long is it gonna take me to do it? We'll find out. Okay, here's my stopwatch on my phone. Gonna hit start. Ah! There's mice. Well, I just disturbed a whole family of mice and they took off. She had all of her babies. They must have practiced this. She had them and she went, but I think she only went a few pieces down, so I'll see her maybe again. Here's my last piece, and keep in mind, I took probably a good minute total, 27:43, and that was just me hitting it right now. I would think I had a good minute in videoing a mouse and then showing it on my glove, and then yeah, so 27:43. I'm gonna say possibly give me 2 minutes. I did that in 25. I started out pretty good, moving pretty good, but whew, you have to stop and catch your breath. This, and for me, it's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. This is my second workout of the day. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I thought it would be about 35-40 minutes. But a couple things. I think if this was a little bit closer, and yeah, so I took a lot of this end, threw it up in the middle, used up too much space. So I'm gonna climb up in there and push this around so it's even, and Mike's happy with it. A couple gaps over on this far side, but and maybe that back corner, I'll put some back there. I'm done with all the wood in the dump trailer, and I changed my shirt, cooled off, got a drink, washed up, and it's not very hot, so I threw on a sweatshirt because I'm a little cool now, and the dogs and I are going to take a walk out the trail. You guys ready? Piper's ready. Okay, let's go. Ooh, Piper's so fast. So beautiful. Come on, guys. Rue, Piper. Come on. Stan, you're famous for stopping in front of me and I run into you. Come on. Here we are at Fern Corner, Stanley's place to meditate, ponder things. So I put myself a table and a bench. The table was already getting this green mossy stuff on it. Looks beautiful. I have a centerpiece here. Yeah. It's nice. On Fern Corner. You see why? There's ferns on each corner. What is Stanley thinking?
Hey everyone, Mike here. Just got home from work a few minutes ago. Came straight down here to get the truck and the trailer. And this evening I'm going to go deliver this load of firewood. It's going to be really easy to do, especially compared to what Melissa did earlier today, as you already know. She just told me, I think it took her 27 or 28 minutes, something like that, to load a full cord of firewood, which is pretty impressive. It really is. She works fast and she works really hard, and I'm really thankful for that. But anyway, I'm going to hop in the truck right now. And we'll head over there, and I want to tell you a little story on the way over. If anyone wants to nominate me for Father of the Year, you might as well forget about it, because I blew my chances last night. We'll get into that in just a minute. Before we take off, I want to mention something. You know, if you buy firewood, this is 1 full cord of wood. Now keep in mind, this trailer is 12 feet long, I think 6 feet 10 inches wide, and the sides are 2 feet high, and you can see that wood's up above the sides a little bit. A cord of wood is a lot of firewood. You know, sometimes you'll see someone with like a short bed pickup truck and the wood's just tossed in there, and they'll be like, oh, it's a half a cord of wood. Tossed in, there's no way. And to fit a full cord of firewood in a pickup truck, I mean, it's possible, but you're going to need to stack everything, and it's going to have really, really tall sideboards. So if you're buying by the cord, keep that in mind. This is a big trailer, and just thrown in like that, you know, it takes up a lot of room. Now, you could fit in there about 1.25 cords if it was stacked in there, and it would be flat, with the top of the bed rails. That's what you could fit in there if it was stacked. But remember, 12 feet long, 6 feet 10 inches wide, and the sides are 2 feet high. So just a little buyer beware for anyone out there buying firewood. This gets you an idea of what to expect if you order a cord of firewood. All right, we are on the road, and so far so good. But anyway, the whole Father of the Year thing. Last night I was working kind of late and it was dark. I don't know, it's about 8:30, something like that. And I came up to the house. I was on the RK55, and I was just about to the house, and the tractor wanted to do a regen. And if you don't know what a regen is, tractors over what, 25 horsepower, something like that. Most of them have a diesel particulate filter. What it is, it's like a canister, and a little bit of soot accumulates in there. Once that builds up, the tractor knows it and it wants to do a regeneration, puts a little fuel in there and burns that soot. So you bump the RPMs up and you let it run for about 10 or 15 minutes, whatever, and it takes care of it. I think it's ridiculous, but it is what it is. That's the government. But anyway, the tractor wanted to do a regen, so I just bumped the RPMs up. The lights are on, everything. I went in the house. I'm like, I'll just come back out in 10 minutes or whatever and shut it off. Because if you just shut it off, the next time you start it, it's going to want to do one anyway. So I let it run. Well, I go in the house. I get to talking to Melissa and everything and, you know, going about our evening. And Hunter started putting the pressure on me to go to Burger King or something. You know, he keeps pointing out at the truck. And I'm like, no, Hunter, it's like 8:30. You know, he's normally in bed 8:30, 9 o'clock. He's early to bed, early to rise kind of guy. And he kept, you know, pointing. So I started editing a video and he's trying to pull me away from the desk. He's grabbing my arm. And I'm like, Hunter, we're not going anywhere. You need to go to bed, you know. And this went on for 10 or 15 more minutes. And I see him looking out the window and he's pointing. I'm like, what is it that you want? Because I'm thinking maybe he doesn't, you know, want to go to Burger King. I didn't know what he wanted. And I get up and look, there the tractor is still out there running with the lights on. It was like an hour and 15 minutes after I left it run, and I forgot all about it. And poor Hunter, he's trying to let me know because the lights are probably shining in his bedroom. It's just one of those things where he knew that that wasn't right, and he wasn't going to go to bed until I fixed it. And so I went out and shut the tractor off, turned the lights off and everything. And by the time I got back in the house, he was already in bed. So that's what it was. I kind of felt bad. I had no idea. I thought he wanted to go somewhere, Burger King or whatever, and here he was just trying to help me out. But anyway, coming down the big hill here so far, trailer's doing really well. And oh, by the way, yes, absolutely, this trailer has brakes and the truck has a built-in brake controller. Some people were commenting on yesterday's video. We kind of did a walk around of this trailer for the first time. And yes, it definitely has brakes. We'll see how it does on some steep hills going up. I just came down a hill for about 1.5 miles from my house into town, and yeah, it's pulling well, handling very well. Truck is squatting just a little bit, which, you know, you want tongue weight. If I was using this every day, you know, maybe I'd put airbags. If I was using it every day, I'd probably get a 3/4 ton. But for occasional use, I'm telling you, this grocery getter right here, I think is going to be just fine. It's a pretty steep hill right now, not even missing a beat. What I need to do sometime is take the truck and trailer, there's some CAT certified scales north of here, weigh it empty, and then weigh it with a full load of firewood seasoned like this and see how much it weighs. You know, our wood around here, it's pretty heavy. Now this load here is a mix of cherry and oak and maybe a little bit of maple. The oak's a lot heavier than cherry. But yeah, there's quite a bit of weight there in a full cord of wood. And like I mentioned in the last video, that trailer weighs 3,760 pounds empty. But I'm telling you what, this thing, you don't even know it's back there. It's hard to believe. Pretty cool. Alright, I just crested a real steep hill here. It's pulling really, really well. I'm impressed. Got about 5 more minutes to go to get where I'm going. Alright, just pulled in.
Check this new trailer out, honey.
Yeah.
I want one for Krista.
How are you? How are you? Doing good. How'd you do with your daughter going away to school?
All right. I think so. I still want to jump it on the camera. That'd be a bumper. Is the camera on? Your first load? Nice. put gravel. Yeah. Pretty nice, huh?
Yeah.
Well, the Maiden Voyage with the Moritz Dump trailer was a success. Worked out really well. You may have noticed when I was dumping that, I was kind of going up a little bit, stopping up a little bit. I was trying to make sure wood wasn't getting, you know, underneath the back of the trailer. And the one thing about a dump trailer, and I knew this going into it, you can't really pile firewood up in one big pile. You kind of have to lay it out a little bit, but that's not too bad. That's really the only small issue. No big deal at all. But anyway, yeah, very happy with it. Tow's nice, truck handles it well, works really, really well. But I think that's about it for today's video. And like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.